Members of the committee, thank you for the invitation or the privilege today of joining today's hearing. I'm the only representative from the Northern Mariana Islands, so it is my duty to speak on behalf of the Americans who live there. I will, in short order, be introducing a bill asking Congress for a $400 million bailout as requested by my governor because the CNMI is on the cusp of an economic collapse. And Mr. Chairman, I would like to submit for the record the CNMI governor's letter requesting bailout legislation.
Without objection.
I've been writing letters to every agency requesting to spare the CNMI from any cuts to grants or federally funded personnel because our economy is dependent on these funds and positions for survival. We may all be from the territories and share similar challenges, but our economic challenges are very different and unique to each of us. Our governor just refinanced a loan to cover the remainder of this year's fiscal budget. That budget doesn't fully fund operations. The police department on the island of Rhoda does not have money for gas because the budget doesn't fund operations for gas, and so the cops can't patrol there. Legacy businesses like the Hyatt have shut down. Duty-free shoppers has just announced that it too will be closing shop. Every day when I leave here at 5:30 and the Marianas Day begins, I field phone calls, and I go home at night, I field phone calls from more legacy businesses who are talking about shutting their doors because we don't have enough tourists to keep the door open. Our industry is primarily driven by tourists. The Commonwealth Ports Authority is begging for relief because of the current rate of tourist arrivals. It cannot sustain operations. We have Department of Defense activities that rely on the ports being fully operational for the ongoing training and construction activities critical to our national security. And this is why sometimes having these conversations are very frustrating because too often, conversations about the CNMI and the territories happen about us instead of with us from individuals who've never experienced life there. And too often, discussions about national security treat our people as a liability rather than an asset. We as Americans cannot be expected to stand strong if the CNMI is economically starved into collapse, which is what is happening now. People are going hungry, and when people are going hungry, they're gonna do stupid things. This hearing is about prosperity in the Pacific, an acknowledgement that prosperity does not exist there. And all I've heard since coming to Congress are proposals for more restrictions because of geopolitical tensions with China, restrictions to tourism that will only make things worse. I agree with everything that everybody has said on this panel. We are on the same team, and we agree that we must all do our part to address these threats.